The truth is, Minecraft was never meant to have a story. The creator of the game didn't want any. It was just a small cave game where things were just added as he felt like it. But Jeb was different. Jeb had a vision. He believed that Minecraft could be something more, that there was a story to be told. So when Microsoft bought Minecraft, Jeb became captain of the ship and began retroactively making his dream a reality. And for the past 15 years, this community has been in deadlock trying to solve his story.
All known magic in Minecraft involves one of these two energies.
And also Minecraft is a lot about the journey.
I would actually speculate that this means it is canon indeed.
So why hasn't it been solved? It's because we don't even know it's canon. Take Minecraft Legends for example. It's clearly a prequel that retells the Piglin War, but when asked if it's canon...
When we first announced the game, we did so with a scene of a villager reading a bedtime story that maybe isn't all true, but you wish it was. Maybe parts of it were. It's those kind of legendary what-ifs.
It's pseudo-canon at best, and it's the same story with Minecraft Dungeons. We know that Dungeons and Legends takes place in the same universe, but Mojang has never commented on the canonicity of either games. And this is a hot take, but we don't even know if some items in Minecraft are canon to Minecraft because of this guy. Again, Notch never cared about the lore of the game. Jeb has been actively retconning his story into Minecraft. Take the zombie pigmen, for example. They were a fan's idea, and they were textured by Exafile. They didn't have any in-game lore or story behind them, but when 1.16 dropped, all of a sudden there was evidence of a piglin war between the Nether and Overworld. Or take the villager overhaul. Beforehand, villagers were just retextures of one another, but now they all have their different culture and identity. Minecraft is a story told through Retcon. We're working with an incomplete puzzle only this clown knows the solution to. If we want any hope of grasping the bigger picture, even start solving this puzzle, we need to start with the corners. That's where magic theory comes in. There is some logic behind Minecraft's magic system. A science, as you could say, and it's this magic system that's instrumental to piecing together the lore of Minecraft, but no one can agree on anything.
Experience and soul energy are the same
Beacons are
thing.
most likely powered by the souls that are condensed into another star.
That skull blocks are all natural to an extent.
However, some good theories have arisen. Introducing color theory. Purple is plasma, souls are gas, knowledge is liquid, and magic is solid. Explain. This theory is cool, but it's got some glaring holes in it. A lot of the charts that we see circulating online just have glaring holes in it, and to be honest, it's not their fault. But there's just a lot of misconceptions that are just floating around. Like, take gold for example. It isn't just some healing material. Like, okay, take these 3 items for example. Apples are known to be a healthy food. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. That's why apples heal you. Gold enhances things. That's why gold gets the best enchantments. Carrots are good for your vision. That's why golden carrots can brew night vision or invisibility. Bells made of gold can show enemy raiders. Another thing people tend to do is just lump together anything purple or related to the end and then call it end magic. However, credit where credit is due. Color theory did nail one thing. Here's a question. What is XP? It's the souls of the dead, obviously. And the soul XP thing has been the primary theory since 2009. But if souls are XP, then why don't baby mobs drop experience? Or better yet, why does ore drop experience? Or smelting stone? Or anything? Or trading with villagers? They just seem to be vomiting their soul juice all over my face. That's awful. As much flack as I gave color theory, they absolutely nailed this connection. Souls and experience are 2 very different things. And we know this due to the Skulk Catalyst. We can use it as a pseudo soul detector and, wouldn't you know it, it reacts to baby animals too, and other things in the game that don't drop XP. This was the missing link. Souls aren't experience. I really need you to understand this. XP has nothing to do with the dead because it's not unique to the dead. But this begs the question, what is experience then? In this world, XP is experience. Literal experience. Because experience is knowledge. And knowledge is power. The enchantment system. It requires lapis and XP in order to operate. However, that's not entirely true. It requires knowledge. The reason why the enchantments grow stronger with the more bookshelves is because the enchantment table is actually pulling knowledge from those books. Like the conduit and beacon, it pulls more power from the bookshelves surrounding it, but it also pulls from you. What's the first thing the enchantment table does when you move close to it? It requires your knowledge too. This would also explain why when you move the enchantment table, you still get the same enchantments regardless of location, because it depends on what you know. It's why you can't enchant things like Frostwalker, Mending, and Soul Speed, while NPCs like Villagers, Pillagers, and Piglins can. It's because you just don't know how to cast the enchantment. You're too stupid to do it, and they're gatekeeping it from you. This would also explain why you can only kind of decipher what you're reading. Every time you cast an enchantment, it always gives you a hint plus a question mark. You don't exactly know what you're reading. Now, this is going to be a hard pill to swallow, but while I was working on my movie, which you should totally watch, I realized something. 4 categories weren't enough, nor 5, or 6, or 8, or even 10, and that's because we were thinking about it wrong. There are no primary pillars or categories of magic, but rather, elements. In the world of Minecraft, there are many forms of magic, perhaps even hundreds. And every magic item we see is simply comprised of multiple types of weaker magic. It's a periodic table of magic, or, to put simply, their ingredients. What held our community back were our simplifications, but now, we have the tools to solve it. As you cross and combine different forms of magic, you can create something stronger. Take something like obsidian and gold. By themselves, they're useless, but they're critical when it comes to making stuff like the enchantment table, bells, ender chests, gapples, and portals. Everything we can make derives from weaker forms of magic. It's why these categories never worked, and it's why there's so much overlap in the magic system. Take for example the portals. There was never a portal magic category. It's a product, just like the totem, conduit, and enchantment table. Minecraft's magic system is built off elements, but Magic Theory's real strength is being able to reverse engineer crafting recipes. Take the totem, for example. We know that pillagers use souls and gold in the crafting recipe, but we still can't craft it because there's something else it requires. Or how we know that skulk is a fungus that feeds off of souls and experience, not just souls. Or take the heart of the sea. Like the Eye of Ender, it's an eyeball. Both channel energy, but the Eye of Ender can open a portal, and the conduit channels power through you. Using Magic Theory, we can reasonably reconstruct its crafting tree. As we see, fire is lit inside of its iris, and just like the Eye of Ender, it's likely that it requires blaze powder. There's a lot left to solve, and I need your help. My Magic Theory isn't complete, but it's a good start.